Hey guys, this is Jen from ScanNCut, Canvas, and Scale Help on Facebook. I am going to be cutting a stencil as soon as I can find my little stylus here. Okay, I have it. So you can see the design here. Now, my choice of material is my acetate. You can see it here, and I have it placed in the center of my mat. You all know why I like putting things in the center. When it's in the center, it's less likely to be grabbed and ripped up. I also use Zig, the Jumbo Tip Zig adhesive on all my mats. This has no extra tack to it. This is just a regular tack. Now, when I created this file, someone actually sent me this file. Oops, hang on, there looks like a glare. And it should be all kind of broken apart yet. Let's see when I touch this. Yep. Okay, so now what do I do if I need to move this? Because I need to move this to the center of my page. Okay, what I need to do is I need to go in here to my edit screen. I need to hit these three boxes. Okay, and I'm going to select all. I'm going to come out here, hit OK. Alright, and now I need to come in here and I'm going to need to group it. And in order to do that, where do I need to go? Gosh darn camera. It's on one of these bouncy arms and it's like the thing gives up halfway through and starts to fade out and fall. We're going to come to Object Edit. Okay. Some people will say, well, let's go ahead and weld it. Here's what happens. Okay. Patterns can't be welded because they do not touch. Alright, they don't touch, so they can't be welded. So we're just going to come in here and we're going to group it. That's fine with me. So now I can drag this little guy down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use, now I'm going to have to drag it away, which means the arm is going to give up halfway through and probably break. Yeah, it doesn't like to move. Must have arthritis or something. Okay. So I'm going to use my grid marks here. The grid marks that exist in my mat. Okay. And I try very hard when I place my media. I try very hard to put the center of it right with the center of my mat. Okay. So I know when I come up here, oh God, little arm, please don't break off. A little arthritis. I feel so bad for you. Oh my God. Okay, so when I put my center of my design on my file, on my mat, I'm going to go right for the center of the mat. Okay, and you can use these fancy things if you want, but right there, you see that plus, the red plus sign right there? That tells me what the center of my file is. So I can pretty much get that right on the center of my mat and click OK. Okay. Now let me remind you, I'm using the DX right now. Please select. I'm going to select cut. Okay, my pressure I have at a -5, my speed at a 1. My half cut is of course off because I'm not cutting vinyl. I'm cutting actual stencil material. Okay, so my pressure at a -5 is okay with me. Oh, this damn thing. I'm going to hit start. And I'm going to let it go through, and I'm going to let this start to cut. I'm going to let you all watch here. Now I'm going to position my hand over the pause button in case anything untoward starts to happen. If this starts to pull up or anything weird like that. Okay? Because I cannot adjust the blade depth myself. I have to go after the blade depth through my pressure. So if something happens and it starts to pull up this acetate, which I hope it won't do, but there's always that possibility. I can just pause it, stop the cutting if I need to, and see what's going on. Or I can just pause it, lower the pressure, let it restart, and then get it by a couple of cuts, okay? So I can take the pressure all the way down to a -9, let it cut the first layer, then I can increase the pressure to a -6, let it come back in and cut again if it's wanting to pull that media up. Okay, that's how you go about going after the blade depth with the DX, because we can't do it if you're using the black blade. Now, let me come in here. If you're using the manual blade, yes, you can set the blade depth, and just be careful because the pressure that this carriage exerts on this is really high. So you don't hardly have to use any blade depth when you're cutting, okay? My blade depth for when I cut vinyl with it is, you can't see it. So manual blades work really well, but those are from the CM machines, okay? So those of you that have the DXs, you've never seen that turquoise blade, that's because they're for the CM machines, the ScanNCut 2s, the original ScanNCuts. That's why you've never seen those before. But those little blades work pretty awesome. Alright, so we had a pressure of a -5. Now after this stops cutting, trust me, I'm not going to hit that eject button. Oh, no I'm not. Why? Because I can eject it and then lo and behold it didn't cut through. Oh crap, I have just wasted that sheet of acetate, because more than likely I'm not going to be able to set that pattern back in there when I load the mat back in there. Ow, for Pete's sakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pick, I'm going to try to pick out and see if it actually cut or if it just kind of scored it really deep. Okay, remember you don't want to tear your... Oh my god, I'm working with all thumbs and feet. And you see my... Well, you know, it would just help if I could do anything today. Oh my god. Let me pause this and come back when my hands decide they're going to work. Okay, upon doing the old roll and pop, that one came out nice and clean. I want to see because I got to be careful. Oh, yeah. That's kind of ugly a little bit still. Let's come at the top. Now I can't roll and pop at the top, so I'll just have to dig with my fingernails. Now that came out nice and clean. So did that. So did all of those. Okay, so it looks like for the most... Ooh, what's that right there? Nope, that came out clean. You want to be careful when pulling your... especially if you use acetate. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not changing anything. I'm not changing any of my settings, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it go around again, just because I don't want to rip anything, but I also don't want it to cut through or into my mat. Okay, I just want to give it a little go around so that it can maybe nip off any little attachments that it has. So I'm going to hit OK. Please select cut and just start again. And I'm going to let it go through. Finger smoothest as it goes to reseal down everything that I just pulled up because I was so excited. Oh my god, so excited. So what happened was a member had a issue with the file, so I talked to her how to fix the file and then told her that I would cut this for her. So I originally had it cut, and of course the awesome mail system in my house decided to chew up the first package I sent to her, and they sent it back to me. So I thought, you know what, this time when I cut this, I'm going to cut it with mine, and I will make a video too, and then I will send this back to her. So this is even better, because now everybody gets to learn. Alright, I'll come back when it's done. Okay, and some people question, you know, why do you let it go so slow, or why is this so slow? First of all, I am never late for anything, or I'm not in a rush for anything, so it doesn't have to go Mach 1. Okay? Second of all, do you notice anything? That speed is so slow that it is not ripping and pulling anything. That is the major one. When you let that blade rip around in there and you just let it race like crazy, Well, that's what happens, is it has a tendency to snag. If it gets snagged on something, or maybe it doesn't cut all the way through, it can grab and it's just going to rip up your media. Well, there's the first case of why is my stuff ripping and tearing. It could be your high speed you use, okay? I know what some people recommend. That's fine. They can recommend it all they want. I don't, okay? I've used this pretty much since it's been debuted. I know what works and I know what doesn't work. For me, high speeds just don't work. You let it go slow and it'll give you pretty much everything that you've ever wanted and needed. Lower that pressure and that will make it respond quite well to you as well. Oh, good. Oh, looky, looky. Can you, I hope you can see. Let me bring you down. Let me try to bring you in a little closer to what we've got going on here. What we got going on? It's a party. It's a party. Look at this. Look at this. Easy release. Oh my God. This is just, oh, somebody take a picture. Oh my gosh. And now I'm going to come around here. Didn't need to, but I wanted to just so it released easy. Look at that. So there's your negative, so to speak. Perfect. And then here's this little guy. Let's see if I can put it on my sleeve here so you all can see it. Get the damn camera so you can see something. See how pretty that is? Again. Cut perfectly by the ScanNCut. And this is a DX. Okay. Let me try to... Oh, I wish my hands would just cooperate once. There we go. Perfect little cut. Not snagged or torn in any spot. Okay, guys? So that's just kind of a little video that I wanted to do that showed you some on the machine, how to select things. And you know, while you're here, let's pull this up again. And I'm trying to capture everything in the videos since these techniques are done already kind of one by one by me. So I'm trying to capture everything in one video to help you guys. So let's say you're out here and you pull your file in. Let's pull this little guy up here. There's the grapes, and you've seen on my screen that it was blank. Well, that's because it come over from ScanNCut a lot, and ScanNCut a lot always does that. So let's say you do this. You go to grab your file, and oh, poo. Well, just go back and get it again, okay? Because you're not in the reverse screen. You can't fix it. I wish Brother would put that in there for us. They've been really good about doing that. So like right up here, Brother, can you put an undo button for people like me that get excited and they come in here and they grab it and oh crap, it wasn't grouped. Oh boy. All right, so just hit your home screen, go back out and undo it. Now remember, here's another little tidbit. When you're in here, oh, it would be helpful if this was focused, wasn't it, Jennifer? This is the not safe deletion screen. If I hit delete right now, it is going to take it totally off of my USB stick, okay? So this is the permanent deletion screen. It is not safe. Once I click this OK button and I come into the editing screen, then it is safe to delete, okay? So, oh, well, I just deleted one piece, so let's just say here. Okay. Oops, sorry, wrong way. Once I click that one, you're fine. It'll still be on your stick. Let's go find it. There it is. So it's still there. All right, guys. Hopefully I've captured kind of everything that you may have questions on, that maybe you didn't think about as you're watching this video, but hopefully it may help you, okay? If you have any questions, you can find me over at ScanNCut, Canvas, and Scal Help on Facebook. And if you have any video questions or you have any questions you'd like to see a video, all you have to do is ask me. I gladly make videos for anybody, and also you do not ever get in trouble for asking a question, even if it's for the billionth time. In our group, we believe in being extremely kind to each other. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.